Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to Dumb Investing. Check it out. Harry's back.
I made it. I'm Harry. That's Lloyd. It's about to get dumb up in here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, on tonight's show, what you can expect. You're going to see dummies talking about our portfolio that we purchased by rolling random dice and picking random stocks. And then we invested our retirement money randomly. It's pretty awesome. So we'll go see if we're making money yet. We've been red since started this thing back in March or whenever. So yeah, we're looking forward to that day. Ticker's thought was it was sometime back in July. I'm still thinking it's August 15th. So
I was so
we're
close.
going to check in on that. So missed it by that much. We're going to do a little market commentary, talk about what's going on. And then Harry has some thoughts on the portfolio. So we'll be digging in there a little bit deeper. And yeah, so that's what we got.
All right. Well, big shout out to you, Lloyd, for taking over the reins yesterday. You crushed it. I watched the episode late last night. So thank you for holding down the fort and getting her done. That was a great episode and pretty cool. You taught me some things about Webull using the interwebs there. So that was pretty fancy. I like that. And we don't have that chart of where
not fancy
we're
at all.
at versus the Dow, right? So we don't have that on our desktop version of Webull.
Oh, so yeah. So I was on the web version.
Yeah. That was totally cool.
And I couldn't fancy little charts either. So yeah, we had totally different views.
That's okay. I liked it a lot. All right, so we'll bring up our original chart here to take a look at of what we're used to looking at. So here is all of our positions over here at Dumb Investing. We own however many stocks that is, somewhere from 10 to 20. I'm not going to count them. And then we go through our top two biggest losers and our top two biggest gainers every single day, except for Fridays, because, well, we take Fridays off. So we have, at the biggest losers, we've got CIK, Credit Suisse, down 0.85%. And we've got Fiserv, down 0.76%. Not cool. Over here on the gainer side, I happened to watch yesterday's episode, so I know that the cotton ETN or whatever this thing is, it was on the biggest losers list yesterday.
It was.
So it seemed to have a little bit of a rebound today. So look at that. We are in the green. We are making money on the cotton. So that's good news.
So today people need pants all of a sudden? I mean, come on. What happened there?
Well, you have to remember, like, Delta is... So I heard today Delta is now starting to wane. It's starting to decrease in some of the most, in some of the states where it was really gaining momentum. I heard that momentum has since started to dissipate or go down.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing. So hopefully the last of the COVID, but we'll see. I know there's another variant coming in behind Delta, so we'll see what happens after that. But
no, let's just stop. We're good. We've had enough COVID. We don't have to do this anymore, people. Just shut it off.
That's very true. I know up here in this particular province in Canada, we're basically declaring COVID over next week. So no more testing, no more quarantining, no more nothing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Well, good and bad.
Your vaccination rate pretty high?
Yeah, vaccination threshold's pretty high. We're up in 77%, I think, for first, and second is somewhere in the high 60s. So
good deal.
But still lots of cases. But who cares? We don't need to talk about Delta. Over here, okay, so the biggest gainer today was BurgerFi. Look at that chart. Look at how that day started. Oh my goodness. There's a rocket ship right off the bat here.
No
Let's take a look at what's going on here. What? Doesn't make any sense.
No,
I don't even. What does this line mean?
I don't know. You turned it on, right? Mine doesn't have that line. Is that
MA5.
Is that the power curve?
I don't know. It's whatever this line is right here. The one that says MA5, this blue line. That's that line.
I don't know what it.
I don't know either.
Have a moving average.
Yeah, moving average, sure. Somebody paid up big time for BurgerFi.
Yeah, we did. Look how far up our bar is.
Yeah, we did. Let's fix that, shall we? There we go.
Yeah, we're up there.
Now it's not so bad. But pretty cool. Hopefully the BurgerFi momentum can continue on and we'll eventually find some green in BurgerFi. Overall, in the rest of the portfolio, we'll take a look at our overall winners and losers. So we've got PSAT still leading the way at 9.68%. And this one just is a stock that just continues to just slowly increase. Like it hasn't hit too many home runs, hasn't lost too many ball games. It's just, continuously just up a little bit all the time. So that's nice. Kind of like that. And here we've got our new guy that's taken over for FSD. We've got Heffa here at 5.93%. So that's cool. Down here, look at this. This is looking better, hey? BurgerFi, we're only down 12%.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And Lazy Boy, we're only down 15%. Not bad.
That's not bad.
We were down 30% and 40% on
I remember
not that
40s.
long ago. We
This
don't
is
really
great.
need to talk about this last little fella here. This is going to be a long shot, this Hayling Education Group. We'll see what happens, and maybe we'll learn a little bit about investing in overseas stocks.
Yeah, we going to keep it till
I think
zeros,
so.
or what are we doing?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to see what happens with this thing. If it goes to zero, I mean, it is what it is, but it sucks. But I kind of want to learn this lesson. And I want everybody else to learn this lesson of what can happen. And the other part that kind of irks me a little bit about HLG is I noticed in our funds history here, as I was looking, there's some sort of administration fee that they took out. Not only is their share price down 35%, they took out an admin fee.
So that means, those BASTARDSs. That is just.
This isn't a spelling class here.
I know. All right, so we're going to learn a $170 lesson.
Yeah.
That's what we've got into it so far. Okay.
Is that what it's at? All right.
No, that's what we're into it at. What's it worth? We're into it 170.
112.
It's worth what one?
It's 112.35 right
112.
now. I mean, we could sell it now and it's at a
So it's
$58 lesson, but I think the viewers need to learn all of this lesson.
Okay. We'll do it then. So
Total P&L.
yeah,
$20.16 today.
wow.
We are at 29.27.58. We are now into needing $72.42.
Yeah.
Get all of our money back. We'll still be red, though. We'll still technically be red because we've paid dividends.
Right. We're technically red on the equities side of it,
Right.
but to you and I, we don't care about
That's
that.
right.
Because the dividends are coming in to make up for some of that. So yeah, We just care about the total dollars. We got to break that 3,000, and we're like, bam, take that, the street.
Yeah. Yeah. You only took us down to 2,700 and we made it all the way back. Yeah. You wiped off 10%. Boom, like that.
Yeah, it was harsh.
Silly street. I tell you. So, yeah. Anything else on the Webull we need to look at?
No, I'm cool. I don't have any fun stocks to talk about today.
No.
All I know
It was
is
a crazy
that
day yesterday.
S&P 500
Holy.
yesterday was not. Today, I think, is the calm after the storm. I don't know. My personal sucked horrible. I mean, it was one of the redder days that I've had. So that kind of blows. But is what
Today
it is.
was?
Yeah, today was a bad day for me.
Yeah, it was pretty much even today.
Coinbase hurt, dude. Down 8% today.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Buy the dip.
And I think wasn't Tesla down like 4 or something?
No.
I think Tesla was down.
Tesla
yeah.
wasn't down.
I'm pretty sure they were the other one that hurt me. My gold guys didn't help much either.
Tesla was up 2%.
Oh, Tesla was up. Yeah, who was my other one that was down? Oh, yeah.
Coinbase really took a bath today.
Yeah.
It's no fun when it goes up 10% and then comes back down 7%.
No,
Not
what's
supposed
up with
to
that?
be that way. We want euphoric rallies that's straight up 7% every day. I mean, you look at some stocks that have what we were talking today. There's a stock that we follow. They do $120 million in revenue a year, and their market valuation was, what, $3.6 billion? Something like that, right? And you got something like Coinbase that does $2 billion in revenue, and they make, what was it, $1.1 billion in EBITDA, and their valuation is, it's nowhere close to the same. We were talking about that other company. It would take 29 years or 28 years at $120 million to get to that $3.6 billion valuation. So, I mean, I like the stock that we were talking about. I think it's going to be great, but it's like, oh man, like you can't pay for that. It's way too pricey.
No, and that's where, the old ways, the pre.com, all those technicals are, I mean, do they mean anything anymore? It's pretty ugly.
Totally. But that was
there was
crazy,
a guy on. Go ahead.
We were talking about that other company and looking at it, and it was down 13% today, and I was like, ooh, might want to buy the dip on this one. And then I looked at the valuation of the company versus the revenue, and I'm just like, what? Can't. It should be valued at like $1.
But this is also a market that let Amazon lose money for 20 years.
Yeah. It's true.
And look at how much money was pumped. I mean, you and I know a company, Katera, that had how much dumped into it?
Oh, billions.
Billions, right? And they just disappeared. I mean, it's crazy.
It can happen.
Yeah,
it can happen. And then you worry about these companies that are, valued at $3.6 billion that do $120 million. It's like they're going to disappear. Those metrics don't make sense. It doesn't work.
No, they don't make sense.
It doesn't work. But then, I mean, you can still have that same conversation, I guess, about Tesla, but I think it's a little different scale. Because Tesla's still overvalued, right?
Depends on how you measure it.
Right.
right? If you're measuring it on today's metrics and you're not taking into account the future sales, which is what, a lot of these Wall Street guys are doing now.
Yeah.
Hey, we are anticipating sales of X in 5 years. So based on future sales, we're right where we need to be today. I mean,
That's pretty wild, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like paying for something that's going to make money in the future, but you don't really know if the future is going to play out that way. It's weird. I mean, we're big fans of Tesla, but I see Tesla more as a tech play, not a car play, right? So like Tesla is a tech company that just happens to make cars. They also are going to innovate the power industry. They're going to revolutionize solar. This EV play. They're going to have virtual power plants using their cars as basically power plants that they're going to be able to put into the grid. So Tesla's a much, much bigger play than just cars. But it's still kind of wild that they can
totally
do that substantially more than Toyota.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all crazy.
That it is. Anything else about the market? I'm dry. I got nothing else for the market.
Well, producer price inflation came out this morning.
Oh yeah.
And woo, it crushed expectations, and not in a good way, right? So when we talk about crushing, there's good ways and bad ways.
To the moon?
Moonshot, straight to the moon. So it was producer price inflation was expected to go up 0.5% month over month, and it was double that. It was 1% that it came out at. So yeah, they're starting to see inflation on the producer level, which is really not where you want to see inflation, in my opinion. You really want to see that the producers starting to see costs come down. But as we know, or as we've heard, shipping containers are still a problem. Things coming in from overseas. China, the second largest port in China, was shut down today because of one positive COVID case on a double.
I know, is that crazy?
Person. It's so, I mean, the ripple effect that kind of stuff has through the entire market. We rely so much on China, and it's unfortunate that it ended up going this way, but it's going to take years and years to level this back off, right? Where there's some more stuff being produced in North America and less being imported from China. But for now, I mean, we're at the mercy. So containers, I think, are up to $22,000, which used to be
what
$2,500 to $4,000 for shipping.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the shipping costs are, probably what's leading most of the producer price inflation. But obviously that's going to have some flow through effects into products and finished goods. And ultimately the stuff that you and I buy on a regular day-to-day level that gets imported from China. And it's going to be absorbed by the consumer at the end of the day. We have started to see, and we can talk about CPI here for a second. Since that was yesterday, we started to see that inflection point. So I wasn't wrong. Just want to put that one up there. I got a little tick. Got that one right. Consumer price inflation was flat. Well, by flat, I mean it met expectations and did not increase month over month.
So does the PPI, it must take into account labor, right? Because it's the overall. So if people are struggling and having to raise rates like we are seeing in our, then that makes sense that it did go up.
Yeah.
Because we're all paying more for labor today.
Right. So labor rates are going up and import rates are going up. Yeah. So cost of shipping is going up. But, the labor portion of things, that's probably not temporary. That's probably a longer term issue. Some of the more innovative companies that we've talked about, they're gonna add more technology into their businesses. So like places like McDonald's, they'll, instead of hiring people for $15 an hour, they'll add 14 more of those automated tellers, and they'll.
Well, they're giving us rewards to use the app now,
Right.
right? So you
Yeah.
you do the app, and then you drive up, and you're like 27.52, and nobody had to do
Exactly.
anything,
Right.
The
So
app
they
did
don't
it
have to
all.
invest in that
Yeah.
machine. They don't have to do anything. So you're right. I mean, innovative companies will figure out a way to limit the amount of labor that they have to pay. Certain industries
Yeah.
are going to require labor no matter what. But the innovative side that has a lot of money, they're going to figure out a way to make sure that they're able to make your Big Mac at $4.95 and keep it there. That's something that we should look up here in the near future, is the Big Mac index, price index.
Oh yeah.
I think so. We don't need to do it tonight.
No, but it'll be a fun talking about. Is it real?
I think it's real.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll look into that one day.
All right. So yeah, prices are going up, but we're starting to see that inflection point in consumer price inflation. Used cars have come down quite a bit. They only went up 0.2%, which was a huge driver. It was a third of the consumer price inflation that we've seen over the past few months. So if used cars starts deflating, we're going to see inflation go down quite a bit. And that's probably coming in the very near future, where used cars prices will be decreasing.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think we need to see a lot more. Dude, driving around here, new car lots there's not very many cars.
Yeah, they're fairly empty around here too. I've done a little bit of research on this, and I think most car places are not going to go back to the old way that they were doing things. They're going to go and they're going to stick with we've got one of these or two of these on the lot. You can take this one for full asking price, or we can get you one from the factory in 6 weeks for a couple thousand less or something. I don't think they're going to be filling up car lots anymore. The risk is too high. There's too much stuff to go wrong. In your neck of the woods and our neck of the woods, we've got hailstorms that rip through here like crazy, right? So they come through and damage all the cars. Now every car dealership has tarps over top of every single car so that they don't get damaged with hail. But I mean, in the past, the amount of hail claims and stuff, it cost insurance companies hundreds of millions of dollars. So,
Yeah.
and
a
then
lot of guys here either they park under tents or they have a parking garage they keep their cars in.
Yeah. There's theft issues, there's fire issues, all kinds of insurance issues with having that stuff on the lot. I don't think they're going to go back to doing that. And plus the cost of the land. It's crazy. Like the Ford dealerships around here, they run freaking 12 acres, jam-packed full of trucks. Like the cost of just the land itself is insane. So the car market was due for some innovation, and maybe COVID is going to help them do that.
I don't know if people are going to wait 6 weeks to get a car, though. I think that's why the used car market is high right now. They generally, when you need a car, you need a car. You don't want to wait.
Sure. Yeah, but if you want a new car, if you want a brand new car, who cares if you got to wait 6 weeks? You got your current car.
But I don't know, dude. So how does that transact? What if you're trading in? Do I drive my old one for 5 weeks?
Yeah.
Is it going to work the same? I mean, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Never done it. So
I did it. We had to wait 4 4 or 6 weeks when we got our most recent vehicle, and we traded it in when we got the other one. And we made the deal, and it took 4 or 6 weeks for the vehicle to arrive. And as long as it comes in the same condition, you didn't put on 40,000 miles. I mean, they still get you anyways, right? Like the value that they're paying you is still quite a bit less than what you could sell it for privately, right?
For sure.
So if you put on an extra 1,000 miles or kilometers, whatever, they don't care. So yeah, that's that.
All right. I got nothing.
You got nothing? All right. I think I'm done visiting the rental. I stopped there one more time today just to change the furnace filter and drop off a year's worth of furnace filters.
Oh yeah, do some training.
Yeah. No, I didn't do training. I think they know how to change the filters, so we should be okay. But now they have them, so we're good.
All right.
That's all I got, and I have not started looking for another one. But if something comes up, then it's just juicy enough. You never know. Never know what might happen. Stay tuned.
And definitely make a video out of it.
Make a what?
We use a video.
A video.
Like take your selfie stick with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, I got no money left. This is a dumb way to do it. But I did it anyways. Oh, man. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, whatever you do, subscribe. And tell your friends. And don't trade like that guy.
Don't trade like that guy. Great weekend.
Good night.